Thank you so much for stopping by to hear more and to really understand the details behind the Blueprint program. So I am Antonia Berry. I am the CEO and Chief Strategist of Strategy Academy. Today I'm going to spend a little bit of time talking about the Blueprint, what it is, who it's for, who it's not for, and then we can go into more details from there. So, like I said before, I am Antonia Berry, the CEO and Chief Strategist of Strategy Academy, and also the creator of the Blueprint program. This Blueprint program is specifically built for attorneys who are interested in starting their own law practice. It is meant to take attorneys from thought to turning the key. In between, there are 8 modules that make up this program that walk attorneys through each step, not in theory, but instead through the implementation phase of everything. Each module includes videos, workbook exercises, as well as real life implementation steps that need to be taken in order for them to move the needle through each module to opening their law practice. At the beginning of the program, we talk about mindset. Then we walk through things like starting a business plan, writing a business plan, marketing plan, etc., all the way down to your departure and transition into your new practice. So this program is jam-packed with all the information that an attorney could need from the start to the very end to launch their law practice. The reason this program was created was specifically because of my passion and desire to serve attorneys in a much more effective way. Not only for them to be able to find the information all in one place, but also in a cost-effective way. This program is a buy-it-once program and have it for as long as it is up and available. You're able to move through the program at your own pace. You can go as fast or as slow as you like to go. It's completely up to you. There is no pressure for you to go fast. There's no pressure for you to go slow. It's completely up to you, your capacity, what you can do, when you can do it. It's self-paced like that for a reason. And the reason is for you to be able to build it into whatever you have going on right now in your life, whether it's personal or in your career. So this program, like I said, was created for many reasons, and another reason it was created, in addition to being able to serve attorneys, was the second reason is I have this real deep desire and passion for business and for starting new businesses. However, in starting new businesses, especially when I'm trying to do one-on-one with attorneys, it's a little bit difficult to be able to do that on a really tight budget and within the time constraints that attorneys have. So I went ahead and I created this program to allow attorneys to access this toolbox whenever they have time or whenever they need a resource. And even for after they've launched, they can still go back into the program and access the resources that have been included. I also wanted to mention here that in addition to serving attorneys, I also felt like there was no place for attorneys to be able to go to get the information that they needed to start their own law practice. After quickly identifying that gap, I moved quickly into creating this program to make it available to attorneys who are interested in starting their law practice. Not in just interested, but seriously interested in making that move. So I went ahead, created this program, launched it, got it out there to attorneys who are seriously in that space. So this program, like I said, is jam-packed with information, is jam-packed with value. It's a living, breathing program that I continue to update every day if I can, as often as there are additional resources that come in, new templates that we're able to create, or perhaps there's a new contact that it will be useful for the participants of this program. We go ahead and add them as soon as we have vetted them and we find that they're a good fit for attorneys who are moving through this program. I also want to say that if you're ever in this program and you complete it and then decide that you perhaps want more resources or you need more resources, they're available there, but you can also contact us and we'll be happy to help. So I just wanted to jump on here to give a quick intro into the Blueprint program, why it was formed, and before I go, I talked about who this is for and who this is not for. So this is for the attorney who is seriously trying to get the information that they need, the steps that they need to launch their law practice. Secondly, is one who is sick of being on the hamster wheel and wants to own their own clients and their own destiny. So if that's you, this is for you as well. Thirdly, if you are not feeling the big law atmosphere, perhaps you wanted to do something smaller where you're moving to a community servant type practice, this is for you, because this gives you that authority and autonomy to create your practice to look, be, and do what you want it to do. This program is not for people who are scared to start their own business. It is definitely not for the attorney who wants to just bill the client, who's just in it for the money. If you're just in it for the money, chances are you are going to dislike the outcome, because at the start of launching your law practice, the money is not going to be, at exactly where you want it to be. Of course, there are some instances where that happens. That's a luck draw. But in most instances, and being realistic with you and being honest with you, that's not how things start out when you launch your practice. So you have to be prepared to know that yes, you can build this practice up to make the income and the revenue that you want it to make. However, it is unlikely sometimes that you will start out on day one with that revenue already sitting and waiting there for you. Thirdly, if you are not interested in owning your own career path, this is not for you, because this is about designing what you want your career to look like, designing what you want your legacy to look like, and also determining what you want your life work fusion / balance to look like. So if that's not something you're interested in, then this program is not for you, and it's not for everybody, and that's okay. But anyway, I just wanted to jump on here and say that quickly. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you find this information useful. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to myself or someone in our team, and we'll be more than happy to answer your question.